What is up, everybody? This your man Dre Mac with another episode of the Dre Mac Show podcast edition. You already know what it is. I'm live right now. I'm going to talk about Lil Nas X and all the controversy just going on with him right now. Some people saying he's right, some people saying he's wrong. We about to get into it right now on another episode of the Dre Mac Show. Let's do it.
What's up? What's going on, everybody? This is your man Dre Mac with another episode of the Dre Mac Podcast
All right, so we are discussing today Lil Nas X and the Lil Nas X. I call it the Lil Nas X distraction. Why does this look all crazy? This look all crazy? Yeah, to me it did. All right, I'm calling this the Lil Nas distraction. The title is the Lil Nas X distraction. Lil Nas X is still trending with the pic of him being pregnant. Why are people still up in arms with Lil Nas X? And this is something that, like I said, I've been kind of wanting to talk about because a lot of people are really just in this mind frame of, you know what I'm saying, of Lil Nas X is this and Lil Nas X is that, or whatever. And Lil Nas X shouldn't be doing this stuff, putting his pregnancy pictures on there because the kids. And Lil Nas X shouldn't be doing this because it makes women look bad. And Lil Nas X shouldn't be doing this. And Lil Nas X shouldn't be doing that. And I'm going to tell you exactly how I feel on this. Honestly, I don't care. And I'm going to tell you why. Lil Nas X is a performer. He is an entertainer. His job is what? To entertain. Now, a lot of people say, well, Old Town Road was geared towards children. No, it's just so happened to be catchy that children listen to it. I'm going to give you a prime example how something catchy can turn around and be something hot, even though that the person who's singing it has their own agenda that goes along with it. I'm going to tell you something. Man, when I was younger, I loved the Humpty Dance, right? And we all know the Humpty Dance. You know what I'm saying? I had, Tupac was on there. You know what I'm saying? You got Tupac Shakur, doing the Humpty Dance. You got Digital Underground. You got all these people, right? The name of the album was called Sex Packets. Talking about taking a pill to fulfill your fantasy. Nobody had a problem with that. Let me give you another example. Dennis Rodman was one of the greatest rebounders of all time. One of the greatest power forwards of all time. Came up with his book, for a book signing in a dress to promote his book, Bad as I Want to Be, the Dennis Rodman story. Absolutely one of the best autobiographies that I've ever read. I read that in high school. You know what I mean? And everybody had a problem with it. What's this man doing with the dress on and this, that, and other and blah, 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 blah. And, I was just like, I never really cared. Because that's that man's life. His job is to entertain. That's what his job is. His job is to entertain, right? So what do entertainers do? They do things controversially so you can buy the product. That's what they do. It's to promote a product. You know what I mean? Do you know how much crap is in Coke? But yet we drink it anyway. Because why? Because they promote a product and we drink it, we consume it. It is what it is. If I don't want that in my system, you know what I do? I don't buy Coke. I don't drink it. Same thing if you have a problem with Lil Nas X, you don't have to watch it. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to be a part of it. You can turn the TV off, you can turn your phone off, you can get off social media, you can do all of that. If you don't like what he's doing, you don't like the rhetoric, you don't like this, you don't like that, that's fine. You can turn it off. But the crazy thing is that I remember on the Chappelle show, and after the first episode, and he did the Clayton Bigsby skit, and he was talking about, man, I'm about to be, I'm probably be canceled after this because he did a black white supremacist. People didn't understand the joke. They didn't understand it. So he said, what? I have the power. I have the power to turn this off. You don't have to buy into everything that's out here. Your kids, and it was just the crazy part. Maybe I'm wrong. I want y'all to hit up this comment section. That's what I want y'all to do. I want y'all to hit up this comment section because I don't know about y'all, but what type of parent am I where my influence is overshadowed by a celebrity? That's my question. Why is my influence overshadowed by what a celebrity does? Now, with all of this that he's doing, with promoting his album, the way that he promoted it, the way that he put it out there, especially because he's being pregnant or whatever, you know what I'm saying? At first, I was like, what the hell? When I first seen it, I was like, this is Lil Nas X. What don't I expect? Right? It's like, I expect that. I expect him to do something like that is totally off the wall. Total shock value. Now, what he did was he used that money or the baby registry, because all he's doing is promoting his album, the birth of his album, right? They said the rapper has said he will welcome his little bundle of J, his debut album, Montero, and ask fans to donate to the charities. That's what he asks. Now, to me, I'm gonna be real with you. To start this much controversy and to do this, then turn around and to say, hey, donate to your favorite LGBTQ community, I think that's genius. Business-wise, I'm looking at it as a business. I don't care about his sexual orientation right now. I'm talking about business. Create so much of a buzz that people can't do nothing but talk about you. Get everybody, discussing your name, have his name in your mouth. I'm talking about it. For them to turn around and say, you know what? I'm going to donate to this man because I follow his cause. I'm going to donate to this man's cause. I feel like that's genius. From a business level standpoint, to cause controversy so you can be able to move the needle and be like, okay, if you rock with me, donate to these places here, right? So you might not like what Lil Nas X does. That's fine. Everybody has their own way of looking at things. You see what I mean? Donnell Rollins was talking about Lil Nas X in one of his lives on IG that I was watching. And he just said, well, why go to this extreme? Well, why do this and why do that? People gonna do what they want to do anyway. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter if you're in the LGBT community or you're part of the straight community, the heterosexual community. It doesn't matter. People gonna do what they want to do. Now, the problem that I have with this is that people are being very hypocritical. Because a lot of people are talking about Lil Nas X and what he's doing, and he's destroying our youth. And look at this, he's gay, man. Look at the gay dude, man. Look at him with the pregnancy picture and all of this, man. He's gay. They turn around and go to church, right? And be singing, go watch the choir, and be seeing the dude, you know what I'm saying, in the choir, gay is all Christmas. Nobody's saying that he's a bad influence on your children. He's part of your church. Or you see a gay dude in the community. People are gay. Get over it. Honestly, like it's one point to say, oh, you know what? He's just being extra. You know what I'm saying? He's doing too much or whatever. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? You feel like he's doing, feel like he's doing a lot. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people do a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But let that man do what he do. You don't have to watch it. The man's gay. Get over it. So what? He's going to do some things that you don't agree with. that means you don't have to watch it. You don't have to buy his music. You know the best thing that anybody can do? You don't have to support it. You don't have to support what he's saying or what he's doing. But while we're talking about, we got so much uproar about Lil Nas X, right? And we're not talking about investing in communities, especially in low-income areas, without government assistance, so we can be able to buy our neighborhoods back. Y'all not talking about that. Or let's talk about the simple fact that a lot of school districts take away STEM programming in these areas, in these inner city schools. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about how we push our Black kids to be athletes, especially Black boys, instead of lawyers, doctors, you know what I'm saying? Engineers, doing computer coding and different things like that. Something that Kwame Brown talks about, getting coding and training trade schools in Black neighborhoods. Yet, y'all got so much energy about a gay man and what he does. You know what I mean? Actually, I give a lot of props to Lil Nas X. First of all, you got to have some balls to even do what he did anyway. You got to even have the foresight to think they're going to talk about me when I do this. And while they're talking about me, I'm going to donate some of these proceeds to causes that help my portion of my community, the community that I care about. Now, we took that same approach and that same energy. Let's think about what we could be able to do in our own neighborhoods. While we're sitting up here bashing Lil Nas X, we should be taking notes. And like I said, a lot of people probably ain't gonna like what I gotta say. I don't care, because I'm gonna be me. And I'm saying, you're so worried about this guy right here that you are missing the points of what he's doing. Controversy sells. So yes, he's going to do things that stir the pot. How many times has Tupac got in trouble and everybody gravitated towards Pac? Not because of his music, because he was in all kinds of drama. He was in everything. You couldn't stop talking about Tupac. And then on top of that, being a great lyricist, being a great entertainer, being one of the greatest rappers of all time. Why? Because controversy sells. And the more people are talking about you, because people go, and Lil Nas X, I'm going to tell you this, if you ever listen to this broadcast, people going to talk about you anyway, brother, so go ahead and do your thing. They're going to talk about you regardless. You're a Black man, you're gay in America, and then we still have a problem with it. And it's 2021. Let that man live. If we focus more about how we live and what we should be doing, we wouldn't have to worry about Lil Nas X and the influence that he had. Because if you feel like that his influence is greater, especially if you're a parent, and I'm going to speak on this and y'all not going to like this, and I don't care. If you're a parent and Lil Nas X has more influence on you, on your children than you do, you're the problem. Should I not say that? Oh my God, I thought I just spoke the truth. If an entertainer has more influence over your child's life than you do, you're the problem. It's plain and simple. So like I said, a lot of people are so upset about Lil Nas X. Actually, I see it as pure marketing genius. And y'all don't like that. Y'all don't like the fact that he's a gay. The Boondocks told you this back in 2005 with the story of Gangsta-licious. Somebody got to come out the closet. Peekaboo. There it is. And they say, is America going to be ready for a gay rapper? Well, we have one, an openly gay rapper. And do I care what he does? I don't. Because he's a human being living his life. Whether we find it if you find it destructive, that's your own opinion. But does it take away the bills at your house? Does it stop your likes from getting paid because Lil Nas X has a pregnancy belly on a picture on social media? Does that stop your light bills from coming? Your light bill gonna stop because of this picture. We got to start focusing on our energy on something that actually matters, something that actually gravitates towards something of your cause. If we took that energy that we have for the Little Nas X's and all these other celebrities, right? We took that same energy, we balled it up, and we put it in a place where it benefits our lives. Just think of how better we could be. Some of y'all mad at Lil Nas X, and y'all got a whole bunch of skeletons in y'all closet dancing around like it's the Dawn of the Dead. But y'all mad at this dude for being who he is. And I'm gonna speak to my straight community. Start taking something from the LGBT community. This is the only, if you don't take anything, a lot of them are living in their truth. I can respect someone who lives in their truth. I don't care if you're gay. I don't care if you're racist. I don't care where you come. As long as you live in your truth, I can't be mad at that because you're standing on your own 10 toes. That I can respect. What I can't respect is fakeness in the phoniness. If a person comes out and says, "This is who I am. I'm coming out, I'm gay, and I'm living my truth," I respect him more than someone who's out here stunting, trying to clout chase, trying to say who they are and how much money that they got, and they out here balling and they got all this money and they 6-figure, 7-figure high value man, but can't wake up and look at themselves in the mirror because they know that they phony. See, that stings. See, that part stings because no one wants to hear that. No one wants to hear living your truth. If they can live in their truth, damn it, show can. I sure can. Because I'm going to stand on what I believe in. I'm going to stand high. I'm going to put my head above because I believe in my truth. That's one thing I can respect. But what I can't respect is you over here and you got your panties all up in a bunch at Lil Nas X. And then what are you doing to cause controversy so people got their name in your mouth to do something great on the back end of it? Woo! Think about it. Just think about it. Now, I'm not the type of person who wants to, I don't do a lot of these pieces. I don't do a lot of celebrity gossip and stuff like that because I don't want all my channel to be. When you go to my YouTube channel, I don't want all my channel just to be controversy in a train wreck. I don't. I think it's ridiculous. I think when we talk about, brothers like Lil Nas X and we look at what he's doing and we bully him online or we talk shit online. Yeah, I said it. What does that do? Why can't we just let people be who they are? Why is it bothering you so much? Why? Are you giving some profound insight on why? Or you just say, hey, that's your path. Walk it the way you want to walk it. So that's the question. Is that we get so engulfed in, especially social media and reality TV and all of this, we aim all of our insecurities on someone else because we're technically insecure with themselves. We see somebody else being free of who they are. And then we get insecure because we can't be free because we shackle. Either we shackle by our family or what they think. We're shackled by what social media thinks or whatever. And all it boils down to is you can't be free. You can't do what you want to do. I've always heard Sugar Free said this: players do what they want to, suckers do what they can. And right now, looks like Lil Nas X is the player in this game. And everybody who's mad and throwing a hissy fit are the suckers that's trying to do what they can. That's my rant. He said, He's in jail. Okay, so we got this for Why Not. Why Not says he's in jail twerking naked. They go to schools around impressionable children. Did you know how many pedophiles this near and stuff for our children anyway that don't do all of this? Okay, let me just say this. People are going to do what they want to do regardless of what we say. What influence do we have on our children to say people are different? If you do not have to do that if you don't want to. Because eventually your child is going to grow up and he's going to do things that is contrary to what you wanted him to do. I was a child. I have children. They're going to do things that is totally different than what you told them to do. It's going to happen. The only thing you can do is instill values into your children. The values you deem that you want your child to have. But we all go our own path. What people don't understand is human beings, each individual human being has his own path. Now, whether the children or if he's going to, going to schools and he's talking to children and stuff like that, there's gay kids in school now. There was gay kids in school when I was going to school. I went to school in the 90s, where if you was gay, it was harder to come out. I mean, it is what it is. So now, only thing we can do is tell our children how to respect these particular people because they have their own life. Your child is going to have his own life. Children are going to have their own individual lives. I'm sorry, there's no way around it. If there's no way that we're going to be able to micromanage every single person on here because we don't like what Lil Nas X is doing. I mean, come on. We didn't like what President Trump was doing. And he ruffled a whole lot of feathers in both the white and the black community. That's what he did. And then look what happened. People start following along. People are going to follow. Everybody's not built to be a leader. Everybody has their own thing. That's the thing you cannot stop. You cannot stop people from being who they are. Because people are going to be who they are. It is what it is. So that's why we're worried about Lil Nas X. It's not like he's not staying in his adult, highly sexual lane. He's going to kids at school, Cardi B too. Whether it's Cardi B, Cardi Lane, Cardi whoever, cart me off to the Old Town Road or whoever it is. Let me just say this. You're going to have football players going into the school. You're going to have entertainers going into schools. You're going to have businessmen going into schools who have their own crazy life that we probably agree or disagree with. I would say where the parents say going into the schools and being that influence. It's not. Why are we looking at the celebrities? Again, why are we looking at the celebrities being the influence of our children and not the parents? Unless you're not giving your child the attention that he needs. It's the only thing that I could think of. And we have to start telling our children that what you see on TV, a lot of that's fiction. A lot of it is fiction. It's edited for TV. It's a program. Teach your children what you're watching is not real. People just don't go around doing certain things. That's what you teach your child. Let them go into schools and say what they wanted. They're going to be coming anyway. What are we doing to be able to educate our children? What are we doing to educate our children and telling our children what's real and what's not? And we can tell our children that Santa Claus ain't real, and we can tell them the Easter Bunny ain't real, and the Tooth Fairy ain't real, and all of that. Then why can't we tell them what they're seeing on TV isn't real either? So I was here. We all criticize Trump too. Lil Nas X asking for attention by pushing controversial. He's getting the attention he wants. Exactly. It's a marketing tool. That's it. All he's doing is marketing. It's propaganda. They've been doing this since the beginning of media. Hell, go learn about the minstrel shows and the minstrel periods from the late 19th century to the earlier 20th century. Mike Payne said, the things people don't understand about Hollywood, quote unquote, is that it's control. And all the celebrities are too. I know because I recognize it and decided for myself, wasn't for me. And Mike, me and you got a long history of acting and all of this stuff. Wyandotte, shout out to class of 99. I went out to LA in 2003. I was out in Hollywood. I was out in Paramount. I went and wanted to go get an agent. All of that, it's a feeling that I had. It's a feeling that I had. That's why I left LA in 2003. It's just this feeling. It was something that I wasn't comfortable with in my spirit. That's all I'm saying. It's fact over fiction being on TV. And I got what you were trying to say. And I understand. People need to understand that this is just entertainment. What Lil Nas X is doing is entertainment. A lot of rap music ain't real. About 99% of rap music is lies. It's lies. They lying. They lying their asses off. Half of these dudes had no money for real until they got into rapping. Or they was selling dope, used a little bit of their dope money to get to the studio, or they was never dope dealers in the first place, got into rapping and started talking about selling dope. Just like Uncle Ruckus said, that's why I say, gotta watch the Boondocks. Good television, not real, but it brought us some real points. And I'm about to wrap this up here in a minute. But the Boondocks said, Uncle Ruckus, when he found out he was black, he said, maybe I should start a beef and berate women in rap lyrics. Or I should be a rapper and start a beef or rap about or sell dope or rap about selling dope. This is what dudes do every day. A lot of them dudes who's rapping don't even know the three branches of government or can't even name, one of the capitals in a state. Come on, man. We got to be smarter than this. We got to be absolutely smarter than this. There's so much stuff that we can do what we're doing in our individual lives instead of I'm over here talking about Lil Nas X and what he's doing. Again, do I care? Nope. I don't. Don't tell me that Mr. Q wasn't busting at the cops. I mean, Tupac shot at the cops too. I mean, that's what he did. Remember, undercover cop roughed him up, took out his gun and shot him. I mean, off-duty cops didn't know that they was cops, so they roughed him up in Atlanta. Forgot about that. And Q, and one thing that I say, there's a difference between telling a story and living life. There's a difference between telling a story, and a lot of your rappers and entertainers tell stories. That's how they, man. I remember Paul Wildman. I'm going to wrap this up. I remember Paul Wildman, Chamillionaire, had an album called Controversy Sales when Chamillionaire left Swisher House and went on his own thing. And people got pissed because he made an album with no cuss words. This is this is what we live in. It's the era. Sorry. But we got to understand what Lil Nas X is doing. Very genius on his part. Because we still talking about this dude, and he took them pictures last week. And the reason why I didn't do it last week, I wanted to get some rest. And this is the first time me getting back on the actual podcast. Make sure that you guys are checking this out on Spotify. Make sure you guys are checking this out on iHeartRadio, because this will be going up on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Speaker Radio, and other podcasts. Wherever you get your podcast at, is going up today. But I just wanted to just say that we got so much more that we can be doing in our lives. We'll be taking care of our children. We could be looking at other children and seeing what we could do to impact their lives. If you got a problem with celebrities going into the school, go into the school, be a big brother, big sister, do your thing. Feel me? Do your thing. You know what I mean? But you can't get mad at a celebrity, especially if you don't have the influence, because you're not making an impact in these children's lives. And before I go, this was gonna be hard for me. But I lost a dear friend of mine on uh Monday. Um, and this is different. Used to, man, I kind of miss it because he'd be in this comment section giving me hell right now. But Therese, man, my man Therese Hicks, passed away. Really good dude. Mad because we always tried to hook up with each other. You know what I'm saying? When he come up to Kansas City and stuff, or when he was here, and just we never got to like hook up after high school, like for real, for real. We always talked about it. We inbox each other on social media. Never really got to hook up, and I'm so hurt because I'm hurt because man, I just wanted a good domino game with you, man. Because man, when I tell you that's we used to play dominoes in science class our senior year in high school. I'm talking about we'll do our science. This is how cool the science teacher was. We'll do our stuff, and the science teacher would be like, "Yo, y'all can go ahead and have the rest of the day," and we'd be up there playing dominoes. As long as we wasn't loud, playing dominoes. Therese, man, kill it, kill it. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Uh, and Therese, man, I love you, bro. And I wish that I could have just seen you just one more time, bro. Just one more time. This is how cool this dude was, man. My my grandmother wouldn't let me drive her car to prom. And I let him know. I said, man, I'm not gonna be able to get my grandma a car. She would not let me drive it to prom. And this dude came and picked up me and my date from Missouri. You know what I mean? And drove me to the prom with my date in the cleanest Caprice, Cadillac Caprice. You know what I mean? Clean too. Clean. And those are the memories I have, man. Or we going out to the court after we graduated. And we around, we talking stuff, and he like, oh man, Dre, you can't shoot. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no jumper. And I hit like 4 3-pointers on him in a row. We was playing 21. And I mean, he didn't think I could shoot. And he like, oh, you got a little jumper? It talked so much head, man. So I just want to say condolences to the family of Therese Hicks. Prayers, shalom, and strength to your wife, to your 2 children. They lost an incredible husband, an incredible father, and I just want to say I love you, bro. Uh, it shocked me because I thought you gonna recover, wake up. You know what I'm saying, and we'll get back to what we normally do. And now you with our ancestors. So again, shalom to you and your family, which is peace and blessings, man. When I say shalom, the Hebrew for peace and blessings unto you and to your family. You know, I'm gonna miss you, big dog, and I wish you was here to talk stuff. But man, as long as I can keep you alive in my memories, bro, it's all that matters. So, class of '99. We got to stand up for our brother Therese Hicks. He was one of ours, and I'm gonna miss you, bro. I'm gonna miss you. So, um, I don't know. I don't want to speculate on social media. I have no idea. Um, all I know is a good man is gone. A good man who supported me on my podcast since I started on my podcast, doing my podcast. So this one hurts. This one most definitely hurts. So again, Therese, I mean, we lost my man Therese. We lost Michael K. Williams. We lost the couple comedians. Life is precious. Life is very precious. I did a video is going to be uploaded later on talking about suicide prevention. That's why I don't play with when you start talking about people and what they've been through or what they got going on or whatever. Man, you don't know where someone's mental state is. So what if we were bullying Lil Nas X and he turned around, he kills himself because we're so concerned about that man's life. Instead of just showing him love and compassion because he's a human being, we looking at his sexual orientation like that's so much of a problem. And as a person who dealt with anxiety and depression, there's stuff that we could be able to do to curb that. And the number one thing, showing someone love, showing them that you could love that person as you love yourself. You might not agree with their lifestyle. That's fine. Love that person as you love yourself. This is your man, Dre Mac. I am done. You already know. It's the Dre Mac Show. I love y'all. Peace. Shalom to everyone. I am out. Take care of each other.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on, everybody? This is your man, Dre Mac, with another episode of the Dre Mac Podcast Show.